Hello, I'm Pablo Garcia, and today I'm going to be presenting my concept map that I created on Monday, but I didn't have time to record that day. This was actually the only time I could really record it because it's one of my only free days where I'm at home and I can actually record it. So, while thinking of a broad topic, since I am a science major essentially, I decided to go with science. I mean, science is pretty broad. There's a lot of branches that goes into it. It can branch out to many types of things, whether it's the environment, body systems, life forms, even abiotic factors, like which are non-living things. So, science was my general broad topic, and from there I branched it out into six distinct sub-broad topics, which were health, psychology, plants, animals, universe, and nature. So these six things came to my mind when I thought of the word science. So health came first because um, I like to take care of myself. I like to exercise, sleep well, and just take care of my body because I know scientifically it's important to do that. So health was one of the first things that came to my mind. Psychology came to my mind because last semester I did take psychology, so it just came to my mind right away. Plants and animals, I mean, I have taken a few biology classes, so we do talk a lot about plants and animals, so that also came to my mind thinking about science. Universe came to my mind because sometimes I like to watch videos about the universe because I think it's fascinating how big and broad it is, how many, you know, celestial things are out there and just how big it is. It's just interesting to me, and it just came to my mind when I thought of science. Nature, I also think that, the environment around us is important, which is also why I thought of nature to talk about. So, starting off with health, I expanded health into exercise and nutrition because I think these are the two main important things about health. You should stay active and have a good diet so that you can, uh, just keep your health in top notch. So with exercise, I was thinking of, what's the importance of it. And since I am a sports guy, I mainly play soccer. That's like my main sport, but I can also, play some basketball. I used to play baseball as well, and I enjoy swimming as well. So I am a sports person. So I also thought of sports and how it can help you, connect with people and how it can make you a better person, how sports can make you a better person. And the nutrition part, um, I try to eat healthy, but obviously it's very hard with the little amount of time I have. So occasionally I have to get fast food. Um, not every day, but it's pretty common. But I think it's still important to have some type of nutritional philosophy in your daily life so that you can stay healthy and feel good. Because essentially, certain foods can make you feel bad, certain foods make you feel good, foods make you feel light, certain foods boost your energy. It's very important. So I thought of how to balance healthy foods while still enjoying life because you still want to have your favorite foods. They might not be the healthiest, but you still want to enjoy them. But you should, still try to find that balance. And I also thought of why is it important, which is why I thought of nutrition in the first place. Moving on to psychology, um, I thought of the importance of sleep. I think sleep is very important because whenever I actually focus on getting a full 8 hours, I wake up feeling great. I don't feel tired. I don't feel grumpy. Times where I do have to sleep less than 6 hours because of work, maybe I get home at like 10 and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. for my class at 8 a.m. I don't feel as great. I don't feel terrible, but it's definitely not as good as getting 8 hours. So I think that's why I thought of that. And then obviously branching off of that, why we should focus on sleep. Um, Typically, it's just healthier for you and it just makes you feel better and it makes you start off your day better. And then I thought of therapy because that's one of the main topics that we talked about in the psychology class. And it really, gave me a better understanding of what therapy really is and how it can really help you. So, and I'm branching out mental health problems and that they should be dealt with, based on what I learned in that psychology class. With plants, I thought of trees, preserving trees. So I think trees get chopped down a lot now, but I think, trees are very important, just as any living thing in the world. Trees, provide us with a lot of beneficial things, housing for animals, oxygen, all that good stuff. So why is it important for humanity and the earth? So why does it not only benefit us, but how does it benefit the world in general? That's why I thought of that. And then are plant-based things better? This one, I really had to think a little bit because I didn't really, think of anything else that could be associated with plants at the moment. Plant-based things, I remember that I got some type of, I don't know, powder that was plant-based, and it's apparently supposed to be healthier for you and all that stuff. So that just uh, came to my mind. It raised my curiosity, and I just thought about that topic of, are plant-based things better? So do they help our health, or is it just for vegans to enjoy? That's my thought process on that. For animals, I thought of diversity, how we as humans, especially, we're so diverse. We have different, cultures and all that stuff. And even with animals, how cats and dogs can be different species and stuff. So why diversity is important within a species. This can also be true with plants. I could have also put this with plants, but it just came to my mind with the animal topic. The benefit of pets. So I have a dog personally, so that's why I thought of pets. And I put dogs and cats can improve mood and much more. And I mean, for me, at least for me, that's true. So maybe I can find more things about how pets can benefit people. And then human rights. I think human rights, especially with what is going on in the world right now, I think is a very important topic in the world, and that is why it came to my mind, because a lot of things are happening right now that shouldn't be happening. And based on that, I said around the world, we should all have the same rights and chances at life. There are some parts of the world where unfortunately this is not the case. They don't have the same like freedom slash rights slash chances that we have here. So that's what came to my mind for that. For universe size, obviously, I did mention that the universe is incredibly massive, and I've even watched videos on scaling the universe. It's really interesting to me, and that's one of the first things I thought about with the universe. It's incredibly massive, and the size of the universe, what it is, and how it's super impressive like that. The ozone layer. I think ozone layer has been getting destroyed recently with all the greenhouse gases and all that stuff. So I think we need to protect the ozone layer. That's one of the things that I think it was a big topic in one of my previous science classes as well. That's why it came to my mind. Planets. I find planets very fascinating. How they form, how they look like, what their characteristics are, and how they or why they don't or why they're not able to sustain life, especially on Earth. Why are we in the perfect spot from the sun to get all this life? Is it adaptation for us, or are we just literally in the perfect spot? So what are planets, and will we be able to travel to them? So there's talks about traveling to Mars, so I've thought about that as well, which is why I included that. Nature. Are invasive species affecting the environment? So, invasive species are pretty common with, transporting goods. They can hop on ships and stuff. You hear that stuff in nature documentaries and stuff. That's why I thought of that. So, what are the negative effects, and how can we avoid this? I think that's very important as well, because invasive species do tend to disrupt food chains, and this could be bad for that particular environment. And the final thing for nature is we should definitely take care of our planet. So it's our home and we're slowly destroying it. So what are the things we can do to actually help the planet and preserve it? And that is my concept map.